cannot give up. And the reason that the elected officials, with all the gratitude that we have for what they've done, are even talking to us, are even in this room, are not because of the incredible expertise of this panel, which I'm grateful for, but it's because of the over 100 people here in this room. And please, I want you to remember that this is not a sprint, that this is a marathon. And I know all of you have something to do tonight other than listen to me on a bright, broken microphone. But for every time we're at home with our family, or there's a slip and fall, or a taxi accident, or something feels strange in our body, or a loved one has a complication for some sort of illness, and we have that sense of panic, we have to recognize we are still in the middle, in an epicenter of a health crisis on the lower west side of Manhattan, and we have not had the kind of response that we deserve to solve that crisis. And so it's up to us to do that. And you're going to hear from some other folks who are going to talk about real practical ways that we could restore a hospital. And the reason that Tom had comprehensive presentation, and Dr. Kaufman and her son talked a lot about healthcare in this area, is because it's a lot of information. It's an exhaustive amount of information. But I need each one of you to really be an expert on this stuff, because you're going to hear so much pushback. You're going to hear so many spins that you don't really know what's true and what's not true. And I just really need each of you to breathe and to acknowledge the urgency, but still at the same time be patient and be powerful like an immovable force. Right? We've said it for a year, for 10 months. What do we want? A hospital. When do we want it? Now. It's so simple. There's lots of legalese, there's lots of stories. There's this beautiful overview. I just want to say I was going to read it, but we're short for time, that Eileen Sucane and Maggie Burfess did with the Westview News that gives us great chronology of the last year of everyone in this room's fight and others' fight for the struggle. And I wish you'd all read it. And, the issue is not that people say they need a hospital. We all admit we need a hospital. It's that we need a hospital immediately at the site of St. Vincent. All these discussions about the Hudson Yard development and the bigger mega complexes, or even if it were, I was going to say God bless, and I think about all of the residential condo towers that were going up. So, that's one thing, and that's not going to happen for a while. But what happens today, or tomorrow, or next week, or next month? As Dr. Kaufman said, $683 million in a piggy bank to specifically Health Hospital. It's not that we begrudge Brooklyn for saving their hospital. We're happy for Brooklyn that they saved their hospital, right? But why doesn't that happen here? There's no good reason. Every time someone comes back at us with some reason why it can't happen, we come back and say, well, but wait a minute, great needs assessment, but wait a minute, there were 3 other needs assessments, but wait a minute, Burger Commission, right, on and on and on. If you listen to the community, one of the most amazing things is that we have continually been unified. There are many ways, many paths. Just recently, 4 community members risked great safety and were arrested in a protest. Yes, when was that? The 16th of November. Hey, what happened tonight? Tonight is young, I don't know. On February, last Tuesday, little or no media coverage, right? So, there are huge stakes at risk here, and we just need to come together as a community. The community boards, they've passed Community Board 2, Community Board 1, Community Board 6, time and time again. They pass resolutions in solidarity saying the same thing that we're saying. Restore a hospital at the site of St. Vincent and don't allow any change in zoning that would stop that from happening. A landlock, right on.